students. So this video is about the preparation of haloalkenes by the halogen exchange method. There are three methods through which we can prepare the haloalkenes by the alkyl halide itself. Okay, so repeating, we can prepare the alkyl halide by using the alkyl halide itself. So that's why we're going to call it as a halogen exchange method. Okay, if the exchange is happening means obviously the reaction is called substitution reaction. Very important, it is substitution reaction. Okay, so as I mentioned here, these reactions are very important for the theory part, where you're going to get the compulsory 2 marks question in part B. At the same time, some of the CET questions might also appear over here. Okay, so that I'll explain in what way we're going to get. Okay, even 1 mark question might appear. Okay, so the reactions here are, so 3 reactions are there. That is, one is Finkelstein reaction, okay, named after the scientist Finkelstein, and one more is Schwarz reaction. Okay, so these 2 reactions are very important, very simple reactions. Okay, so here what happens, by the Finkelstein reaction we can prepare only the alkyl iodide, means we can prepare only the alkyl iodide or iodoalkane. So Finkelstein is well known only for the preparation of a alkyl iodide, means by using this reaction we can't prepare alkyl bromide, where we can't prepare alkyl fluoride, where we can't prepare alkyl chloride at all. So we can prepare only alkyl iodide. How? It's like the general reaction I have written here. Alkyl halide, okay, when treated with a sodium iodide in presence of acetone will result in the formation of a alkyl iodide and with a sodium chloride as a byproduct. Okay, so here the acetone is acting as a medium, the reaction medium. So in acetone medium, in acetone solvent medium, we're going to add alkyl halide and the sodium iodide, and it is refluxed. Okay, as I have mentioned in the previous video, what do you mean by reflection? Okay, so this is how the alkyl iodide will be formed. Okay, so this is a general reaction. Like in 1 mark theory part, the reaction will be given. Okay, you have to name the reaction. Okay, so there is like a 1 mark questions might appear. You have to name the reactions. What is the name of the reaction? Finkelstein. So through Finkelstein reaction, we can prepare only the alkyl iodide. Okay, so one example I have taken here like this. In place of a Rx, so let us take methyl chloride. Okay, when it is treated with a sodium iodide in presence of a acetone medium, we will going to get methyl iodide and the sodium chloride. Okay, so this is how the reaction is going to happen. Now, what is the mechanism here? Quite simple. As I told, it's a substitution reaction. Okay, here what happens? Carbon will gain a positive charge and chlorine, being highly electronegative, will gain a negative charge. So the polarity will be created here. Similarly, sodium will be having positive charge, being highly electronegative, and iodine or iodide will be having a highly electronegative, will gain a negative charge. Okay, so here what happens, we need to exchange the halogen here. So this chloride will come out of the CH3 group. Okay, and this iodide will be substituted to that place. Okay, and since sodium is free here, the sodium with a positive ion will form a bond with the chloride. So simple halogen will be exchanged to form respective methyl iodide and the sodium chloride. This is called halogen exchange method, particularly Finkelstein reaction. Okay, and the mechanism of the reaction. So this is where the CET question will appear. It follows SN2 mechanism. Okay, so which mechanism? It follows SN2 mechanism. What do you mean by SN2 mechanism? In depth, we're going to study about the chemical properties of a haloalkenes. Okay, so SN2 mechanism. So Finkelstein reaction follows SN2 mechanism. Okay, and it is a substitution reaction, or you can say halogen exchange method. Now, some the question might appear here like So as I told, compulsory we need to use sodium iodide here. Now the question appears, why can't I use sodium bromide in place of this one? Similarly, why can't I use sodium chloride in place of this one? Okay, it's because, see, sodium iodide, okay, so compared to the bromide and the chloride, iodide size will be little bigger, okay, and it acts as a good leaving group. All the halides are good leaving group. Among that one, iodide having a large size, okay, where the bond is very weak, can be given out, can come out very easily. So why we're going to call it as a good leaving group, okay. And the sodium iodide, when we mix with the alkyl halide, both are soluble in an acetone medium, so which is very important. But in place of sodium iodide, if I use sodium bromide or sodium chloride, which are very less soluble in acetone medium. Okay, repeating, but the sodium bromide and the sodium chloride are very less soluble in acetone medium, so it will not going to allow the forward reaction. Okay, so for that reason, okay, we need to use only sodium iodide for the more product formation. Okay, and again here what happens, since the alkyl iodide is formed, the byproduct that we have got is sodium chloride. As I already told, sodium chloride precipitate, since it is insoluble in acetone, we can filter it off very easily and we can take it off. Okay, so that's why sodium iodide is compulsory used in a Finkelstein reaction, not sodium bromide, the sodium chloride, and it will going to follow the SN2 mechanism, and it is particularly for the preparation of a alkyl iodide, okay, and it is halogen exchange method. So this is about Finkelstein reaction. So very important for the 2 mark part as well as a 1 mark as well as for the CET or the NEET exam. Okay. So the next reaction, a similar type of a halogen exchange method comes, that is about Schwarz reaction, named after the scientist Schwarz. Okay, so it is about particularly preparation of only alkyl fluoride. Means again how we studied in Finkelstein, here we need to prepare particularly alkyl fluoride by the Schwarz reaction. Okay, so general reaction is here where the alkyl halide, okay, where maybe you can take chloride or bromide in place of X, when treated with a metallic fluoride. Here I have taken direct example. So in place of a silver fluoride, we can take mercury fluoride, antimony trifluoride, arsenic trifluoride. It should be what? Metallic trifluoride. Okay. Here again what happens? The exchange of halogen will occur and it particularly gives the alkyl fluoride with the precipitation of a silver halide. Okay, so repeating, here we need to take particularly the metallic fluorides. Out of 4 we can take any metallic fluoride. Okay, so this is the general representation of a Schwarz reaction. So if I take a particular example, so when methyl chloride is treated with a silver fluoride, okay, it results again what happens, this metallic bond is broken here. Okay, so Ag plus F minus will be formed. So here again CH3 being a positive, okay, Cl being a negative. So Cl is exchanged and forms a bond with a silver, gives silver chloride precipitate, which is a white precipitate. Okay, and next what happens, this fluoride will form bond with the carbon. So that gives methyl fluoride. So this is how the reaction is going to happen. A simple, again it will going to follow SN2 mechanism, that is substitution reaction. Okay, so another example I have taken where methyl chloride is treated with the mercuric fluoride, we are going to get respective ethyl fluoride and the mercuric chloride. Okay, you have to balance reaction here. So this is about what? Schwarz reaction, and both the reactions are very important for the 2 mark, 1 mark question. Again this example will be given, means the reaction will be given for 1 marks, and you have to name which type of a reaction or name the reaction. So it will be like a, if fluoride is there, it is Schwarz. If iodide is there, it is Finkelstein. So this is about the halogen exchange method during the preparation of a haloalkanes. So one more method for the preparation of haloalkanes is by the reaction called Hunt-Strecker reaction. Very important, Hunt-Strecker reaction, which can also be known as Borodin reaction. Okay, Hunt-Strecker or Borodin reaction. Here what happens, it is the decarboxylation reaction. What do you mean by decarboxylation? D means to remove. Carboxylation means, carbo means removal of a carbon dioxide. Okay, indicates it's a removal, decarboxylation. If I won't use D, if I use only carboxylation, it is an addition of carbon dioxide. The word D represents not only here, for example, dehydrogenation. D means removal, hydrogenation means hydrogen. So dehydrogenation means removal of a hydrogen. Dehydrolysis means removal of a water, like this. Dehalogenation means removal of a halogen. Similarly, so here the Hunt-Strecker reaction is going to take by the mechanism of decarboxylation, means the carbon dioxide will be removed during the reaction. So then how the reaction is going to happen? See here. So the reactant compulsory I need to take is silver carboxylate. Okay, silver carboxylate. When it is treated with a halogen, okay, in presence of carbon tetrachloride as a solvent, it results in the formation of a alkyl bromide and removal of a carbon dioxide, and the silver bromide is precipitated. This is how the reaction is going to happen. Okay, so from the reactant, carbon dioxide is released. Okay, this R forms a bond with one bromine. Okay, and it gives RBr, which is a required product for us. Okay, and the silver bond with another bromide that is available, and silver bromide will be formed. Okay, so this is what called Hunt-Strecker reaction. Okay, so here one of the best example I have taken is silver acetate. So the example here is silver acetate. So in presence of R I have put CH3. So silver acetate. Okay, when it is treated with a bromine halogen, okay, in presence of a carbon tetrachloride, it gives CH3Br. Carbon dioxide will be eliminated and the silver bromide will be formed. Okay, and how exactly the reaction is going to happen? It is by the free radical method. Okay, the reaction, the CET question might appear, it is by the free radical halogenation. Very important, free radical halogenation. What do you mean by this free radical halogenation? Quite simple. So RCOOAg, okay, plus Br bond Br. These are what the reacting mixture we have. Okay, so this Br bond breaks, we'll have Br plus and Br minus. Okay, unequal cleavage or heterolytic fusion we're going to call it. Similarly, RCOO minus and Ag plus. Okay, so as I told, so minus will always get attracted with a plus. So this acetate ion forms a bond with what? RCOO minus Br. Okay, and silver bromide will be formed. So our concentration is on this one. Okay, here what happens, just concentrate. So this I am writing in this way. Yes, so here what happens, O-Br bond breaks equally. Okay, so homolytic fusion takes place. So it results in the formation of RC double bond O with a free radical, okay, and Br with a free radical. Okay, so further we got a bromide free radical here. Further what happens, this is being an unstable. Okay, so here what happens, again the homolytic cleavage takes place between the RC bond. Okay, one electron will come on this carbon, one electron will come on this R. So it gives R with a free radical, that is alkyl free radical, and carbon dioxide, which is unstable, forms carbon dioxide stable, and Br free radical is available. These two will combine and it gives RBr. So this is how the mechanism of a Hunt-Strecker reaction will going to happen, which is also known as what? Borodin reaction. It's a free radical halogenation. Okay, so these all reactions are about the preparation of haloalkanes by the different methods. So this completes the preparation of a haloalkanes. Okay. So the next one, the last method left for the preparation of haloarenes. So that is very important for your theory part. The reaction is known as a Sandmeyer reaction. So that we're going to discuss in further.